Hey guys, it's Kim, and I am the Crafty Nomad, and they call me that why because I'm all over the place when it comes to my crafting. But today I am coming at you guys with a tag 10 yarn. Sorry, let me start over. 10 non-yarny things about me. I was tagged by Teresa over at Little Trees Treasures to do this. It was really the first person I saw do it was Laurel from the Dabbling Hook, and also Laurel has created a playlist, a public playlist, so all of us who are doing this tag can add our video to that so that people can go to one spot and see this tag video. So I'm actually gonna wing mine. I'm in the car and I'm in the post office parking lot because two reasons. I have mailed the two prizes from December. Tracy Davis and Lilibet Lugo, your prizes are on the way. In addition, I have mailed off the TSI 1, the Traveling Infinity Scarf 1. This is a collaboration started by Seta of Seta's Place. I was the most recent recipient of the first one, and this is the one that is going to podcasters. And so you can watch my last video to see what I added to the scarf, and also, what I had received from Jane. So as you can tell from, if you saw that video and you can see this one, you're seeing this one, I am much better. I have healed. I still have a bit of a cough, but most of my voice is back, and I'm much better. So I'm very excited about that. Still got stuff trying to come out of me, but I am much better. All right, let's get started. Number one, I am Catholic school educated. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and at the time, and I think even still now, the public school system is not the best. And so my parents, and specifically my mother, her thing was to give us the best she could give us, and at the time it was a Catholic school education. So from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, I was a Catholic school girl. Never Catholic, but a Catholic school girl. And as a result, I could probably say an entire Catholic mass. Actually, I think they've changed it. So anyway, that's the number one thing. Number two thing, if you grew up in the Midwest, you will know what I'm talking about. Does anybody out there remember Bozo Circus? So you would have to be a certain age, and you would have likely had to grow up in the Midwest. Bozo Circus is on the air, and Bozo Circus was a kid show, and the highlight of that show was when they used the magic arrows to pick someone to play the grand prize game. I wish I could make the camera go in and out like they used to. Well, it was also a very hard show to get on. Literally, people, at least it was rumored, I don't know if this was ever true, but it was rumored that if you wanted your child to appear on Bozo Circus, you had to literally practically go and request tickets when they were born, and by the time they were 5 or 6, you would probably get tickets. So as I remember, so I got lucky though. There's a kid in my class in the 3rd grade who had a relative who worked on the show. So I got to go on Bozo Circus. I got to be a part of the studio audience and sit up on I don't know what they called the area where all the guests sat. My whole 3rd grade class got to go. And I got picked by the Magic Arrows to play the grand prize game. So, people in the Midwest who are about my age, that makes me fairly famous amongst them. Because you just always wanted to. Because, so that's that. I was on TV, and I played the grand prize game. So my mom bought me a bright green outfit. It was probably about this green, so she could see me on TV. I was 8 years old. All right, let's see. Number 3. You guys know I just celebrated a birthday. What you don't know is I was born, I'm born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Born on December 20th. Apparently there was a blizzard on the day that I was born. And I came home. I was born on the 20th. My mother brought me home on the 24th. I came home on Christmas Eve, and I was my sister's Christmas present that year. I'm sure she got other things, but, well, you never know if she got anything else if my mother went into labor right before Christmas. Anyway, so I was the Christmas present in December 1965 for my sister. And down that same row, I am the youngest of my siblings. Now, I have one sister who that I share a mom with me. We were born and raised together. But my dad was married before, and so my let's see. That was the third thing, I think. So the fourth thing is that I'm actually the youngest of 5 for my dad. And my dad had no boys. So I am the youngest of 5 girls. Okay. So, number 5 is going to be, I am one of a few people that I know who really, really likes the black jelly bean. You know how you get the jelly beans and the black ones in there and most people don't eat it? I love the black jelly bean. I love black licorice, and so does my mom. My mother loved Good and Plenty. I actually probably got my sweet tooth from her. All right, so that is, I think, number 5 or 6. See, this is why you should write it down, because otherwise you forget what number you are on. Let's see. My next thing that I will share with you guys is that I have been a resident of Los Angeles, California for just about 20 years. So, grew up most of my life and lived most of my life in Chicago, Illinois, but I transplanted here in 1999. Okay, I think this is either number 6 or 7. I hold 2 degrees. I have a bachelor's degree in a bachelor's of science in speech, specifically communicative disorders. I was an audiology and hearing impairment major. And there's a whole story behind how that happened. However, my second degree is a master's degree in business administration with a healthcare administration concentration. So, yeah. So that's that. My next thing is that I am a wildcat. I am a graduate of Northwestern University. And, yeah, I graduated from there a long time ago. Yeah. So that's another thing. And then I think I owe you 2 more things. So, the next thing that I'm going to say is that I used to, when I was at Northwestern, I sang in a choir. And I don't necessarily have a solo singing voice, but I'm pretty good in the choir. So, and let's see, what is my final non-yarny thing that I would like? Okay, here you go. I am bad at hair, but you probably could have guessed that with all these videos with my hair in a wrap. You probably could guess that I am super bad at hair and all of the stuff. nails and all that stuff, which is the exact opposite of most of the women in my family. So I'm telling you, if I didn't look so much like them, some days I'm like, where did I come from? I'm the only crafty one. For the most part, my mother used to like to try crafts and stuff, but I'm the only one. I'm the only one that didn't like going clubbing or anything. I never liked it. I was just too shy for that, believe it or not. Yeah, I was. I actually don't consider myself shy at all now, but growing up, I was. I mean, I was always comfortable and around people who I knew, but anyway, in new situations, I still find it a little challenging at first, and it's probably the reason why I have never gone to a like a big yarn festival or of any sort. I haven't been to Stitches. I haven't been to Vogue Knitting Live, and it comes here all the time. But because I don't have friends, real life friends who craft, the idea of just showing up on my own kind of intimidates me. So I need to make some yarny friends. Okay, last thing I'm gonna share is probably more than 10. Oh yeah, I'm talking about yarn. Okay, wrong. Not gonna share anything else. Anyway, hopefully this year I will get to some big yarny event and I will take the plunge, because I did go to a big quilting show once, but I just walked around the floor by myself. But I don't know, I kind of want to maybe try to go to one of the bigger yarny events that we do have here in the Los Angeles area, but so far I haven't, because of it's just awkward at first. Eventually I get really comfortable, I'm really chatty, and I'm good. It's just getting there. Anyway, that's it. That's all. That is the end of my tag video, and I think that who I'm going to tag is Shirley Jamming with Yarns. I'm going to tag Melissa of Melissa Crider Yaks. I'm going to tag, if she hasn't already done it, Lisa and Amanda from Happy to Hook Creations. Who else? I'm going to tag, I watch so many of you guys, and I'll tag Lacey at Hooked on Owls, because I just mailed her the traveling infinity scarf, so I will pull her name up. And who else is do I want to tag on this? I don't know, but if I think of more people that I'm gonna tag, I will just put their names down in the description box below. But also, I want to invite anybody who wants to do the tag to please do the tag and say that I invited you. That I tagged you, because I can't think of everybody's name right now. This is probably why you shouldn't wing this. You should write some things down. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I'll talk back soon. Have a good Saturday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.